Hello, balcony. Hello, welcome. Welcome, my name is Kate, and I want to do a reading on Caitlyn Albert today. I just read Turtle Boy's blog post about her, so I had an idea. And she is an investigator for the Attorney General's office, which I think that means she must work for Lally. I said this before. Can you imagine? And her boyfriend is Tristan Morris. I didn't read it far enough or learn anything about him. The thing that Turtle Boy says that's really clear, well, she was never questioned. Shocking. And it says that, I think the report said that she left 3 minutes before John got there. And that's suspicious. It's weird. So I want to look into Caitlyn, see what her story is. And if you'd like to book a energy reading or a tarot reading, the link is in the bio. If you need anything from me, let me know. I hope I have caught up with all the questions. Thank you to everyone who let me know that Paul and Aaron weren't siblings. That's okay. I thought I was kind of curious that I never saw them, but I do pray for the right people and the right words to convey a reading. So I wonder if that's why. I don't know. But I'd like to see what's going on in Caitlyn's world. That seems a little bit weird that she has, and maybe this is normal in small towns. Well, nothing here is normal. I did see a really funny meme, though, on Twitter. It's like, I'll post it so you guys can see it, too. It was something about how it was I don't even know how to describe it. It was some kind of utility pole that was crooked, and someone put a poster on it that said, this is as crooked as Proctor, or something like that. All right, these cards are ready. Caitlyn Albert, what do we need to know about you? Oh, shoot. Oh, phew. I thought that I did, moved the birthday list. Higgins is Justice. Well, here's Justice. Oh, here's Temperance. All right, I'm going to explain all this. Here's John. Here's Higgins. Here's Brian Albert. All right, we'll get started with this, and then I'm going to figure out. So, okay, here's the Fool. When I cut the deck, this was the underlying energy. This is Naivety. John and Ethan have showed us this as like the little fool who runs in to complete, disaster. And John's here. There was an overlap, 100%. I think it was Mike Lank, who we'll probably learn more about as we jump it, as the Sandra Birchmore stuff comes. But right now, I just want to focus on Mike Lank, I think is the one who wrote the police report. And he said that Caitlyn left right before John got there by 3 minutes. And John is here, represented as the Temperance. That is his archetype in this context. And no, he saw her that night. We have the Ace of Wands. I guess it could be her birthday. I don't know when her birthday is. And I'm hoping not to have to, like, learn. She might be a key player, though. If she works for the DA's office. Oh, curious. If she's an investigator for the DA's office, I wonder what kind of access she has to everything. And since they're quoting laws from the 1800s, which is fine. I mean, I get that we have to base it on something. This is curious. We have the King of Wands. That is, well, wands are fire. And Jen McCabe is fire. Colin Albert, I think we have him as the star. Oh, he's fire too. Here's Colin Albert. Here's Jen McCabe. Here's Higgins. Here's Brian Albert. Here is John, our buddy. John O'Keefe. This could be another energy that's there. I'm just hoping. And here's our little fool. Maybe she's the fool. Maybe she's like, it's almost like naive bliss. I don't know what that means yet, but our players were right here. And okay, you guys can see all that. We had a couple of jumpers. We have the Five of Cups, and the two that jumped were the Emperor. Here's Brian Albert for real. Wait, isn't he the Emperor? Oh no, he's the I'm sorry. This is the leader of the dark side, the Emperor. He's the Hermit. This is telling us that the dark side's here. Check. And this is a battle. There's a fight. Lots of wands. That's our fire. We have Jen McCabe, Colin Albert. Those are our fire signs so far. I wonder when her birthday is. Darn. Well, she saw the fight. She didn't leave before John got there, and she saw this. Is that, I wonder, I literally glanced through it. I wonder if that's just based on their story or on real, like the Apple Watch or something. Oh, I forgot this one too. Someone cups is Karen. This is a grief sign. I mean, and if you look really closely, that's blood to me, especially in this case. She's crying over spilled blood, but this is like legit. This isn't a facade. It's and this certainly could be Karen. Oh my. Let's ask Ashley's cards what we need. She's kind of laying right now at this exact moment. This is laying out the scene that night. Who is there? One of the things that Turtle Boy's blog post said was the adults might be trying to protect the children. They did their kids no favors. Well, in my personal humble opinion, this is all allegedly for entertainment purposes only, no facts here. Everyone has Google, please do your own research. Thank you for all being adults. I almost said professional adults, if I speak wrong. But I did rewatch the Aaron and Paul, it's so annoying that I keep calling them siblings, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter in the sense of the things that are going on in the house. And it's not like Church of Satan stuff. I did call them. I told you guys that. I had a lot of fear. I was full of fear, and I had to work through it. And so I just called them and I talked to somebody. I just needed to understand it. That's not what I'm talking about here. Perhaps, maybe that's how they started, but that was different, next level. That was just a different situation. All right, Ashley's cards. Ashley over the reckoning. If she has this wonderful, beautiful deck of Whispers of the Unsolved, they're magic. We just had a card jump. Let's see what Caitlyn needs, or what we need to know about her. That cut weird. Oh, she got the same, hold on, that just cut weird. I'm gonna take this one out. Oh, there we go. Now we're back to the regular. All right, the card that jumped is Kidnapped and Hands Tied. Oh, and Premeditated. This is the third person that we've gotten this card for. Dismemberment. You guys, this keeps coming up. Is anyone getting anything for this? Came up for Chloe. It came up for Paul. It came up for the house, 34 Fairview, and it's here for Caitlyn. Gaslighting and manipulation. Did I say the card that jumped? Oh, she got the same card that Allie McCabe got. There's an opportunity to break this generational curse that their families are trying to help them just by having them. I heard also that, or what did I watch last night? Something, The Young Jerks, Mark Bedrow. I literally am like, no, I really am a fangirl of Mark Bedrow's. I follow, whenever he's on, especially live, I turn it on and watch it. I really love him. He was saying that Proctor's sister, who came out and said that, did you guys see? I don't think I posted it on YouTube. Word on the street from the Canton crew is that Jen McCabe was talked to by the FBI. And 5 other people were. It was Nurse Jen, I think is her name. She's on TikTok. They had a live the other night, and somebody called in to say that they were from the town and that they know, which is... This is going to be so fun to watch. Which, you know, what I think is awesome about the timing of that is that the feds are talking to some of these key witnesses at the most perfect time, because they're like, also, I feel like they're literally trying to give the DA as much of a warning that they can. I mean, the feds don't rush anything. They don't need to. But by them, in between the time these 4 jurors came out and Auntie Bev makes her ruling, the feds talked to some of the witnesses. And I can't remember exactly what they said. There was so much excitement on this TikTok. All I got was the Jen part. But I think it's curious, and it's very much, it's very much in their... Well, not always, but that does seem very fun. It's almost funny to me that they are, I think they're making it pretty clear to the people that need to know that they're here and they're watching, and it's going to be a long road for you, but we have a riot. We've got this. We have the wrong way. Don't enter. We have the snake. See, this is, Aaron got this. Aaron and Paul. I mean, you guys, literally, if I showed you, I'm going to show you how many cards are in Ashley's deck. I'm not including the ones on the table. I can't even hold them in one hand, literally. This is how many cards she has. Can you see this in the balconies? That many cards. And we are getting the same. Oh, wait. I forgot a little pile. Hold on. Look at how many cards there are. Can you see this balcony? Look, there's that many cards. And we're getting all the same cards. Which is just telling me that that's the energy that's there. The energy doesn't change. And who was it that, oh, Paul, we picked a different deck and it pulled out the same cards. I'm still very curious. I'll have to check TikTok, or Turtle Boy, his thing on where Paul and Aaron were. I'm sure he knows. Just like they kept Colin off of it, I wonder if they kept those two off of it. This is right now telling me that, oh geez, we had some jumpers and it was more than a few. Okay. So, spouse or partner. I'm still not convinced that Colin and Allie aren't going to try to pull something, and they're not cousins. Well, I guess if you believe what Colin said on the stand, but that's what he said. We have acting and dramatic. This could be any of them. Trash. I call all the dark side trash. That's just something I taking the trash out. That nickname was born from one of the mothers in the Idaho case because she earned every second. And that was literally the nicest thing I could think of to call her. We have revenge. And we have aliens. Well, this is Paul. I'll tell you that Paul was 100% there. And I honestly, I'm almost at a point where you can't tell me different that Paul and Aaron weren't there. I mean, this is Paul. This alien looks nicer than the alien he's working with. Revenge. According to JFK, I think this is Higgins is such a man. He's probably like one of those guys that drives a big truck. I'm from a little town in New Hampshire, so there's a lot of big trucks here. I learned how to drive a standard when I was 10 years old in 5th grade, because that's what we did. And this is like, he reminds me of the kind of guy that probably had a big truck to make up for other things, but this is like revenge. He's like mad. Look at this guy's face. He even looks like he's mad because Karen went to first base with him and he didn't get the girl. I saw a comment that someone does know more about Higgins, and everything we got, like huge mama's boy, yada yada, nailed it. I mean, this is painting a pretty clear picture. I guess I need to write it down, because what it is saying is like, I also heard this was way in the beginning. And if anyone actually remembers this, then let me know. It's probably on Young Jerks is probably where I heard it. I don't know though. I can't remember. That Tristan might have been a dealer. And this is all allegedly for entertainment purposes only. I am just reading energy. But it was something like the reason he was only there for a second was he was dropping off goods or something. And I mean, what we have here is this was premeditated, fueled by revenge. It's a really healthy emotion. It's definitely a root emotion that's like your red chakra. That's also like very primal. We're higher than that here. Well, it was premeditated, pretty much kidnapped, hands tied. I put a clip of it in the Where Are We Right Now video. Just kind of accumulating everything so we're all on the same page. And the video of them at the bar shows like John a little uneasy, and he was like, he was physically kidnapped too, but those were with words. They used their words to kidnap him. Please don't tell me this has to do with any of the... I can't say the word. What is during rush hour traffic? I can't use that word. It got demonetized. So the moving of people, here's a kid. Oops, well, here's the D card, a kid, and I wonder if they were running it right out of their house. I wonder if that was the literal traffic that was in and out of that house. Remember? John thought that Colin was dealing. This is all like also from memory. Please do your own research. No facts here. I wonder if it was the rush hour of people. And that's why it's showing up here again. That's something to keep on the list. I might need to do another reading on 34 Fairview. Maybe I'll just ask her. The house itself. She was too excited to tell us that the feds have video of them. Dummies. So this was premeditated. It was for revenge. I'm really hoping that this is John showing us that he went against his will-ish. Like, against his intuition, not his will. His will was okay. His intuition was saying, don't do it, don't do it. You know that still small voice, like, in your gut when you know something's not right? Listen to it. It's never wrong. We're taking out the trash. This is I would say, endearing nickname for all the trash bucket mothers, aunties, humans that are involved in this kind of, like, drama. There's a spouse or a partner. I am not taking the Allie McCabe off the table. Allie, Colin, McCabe union off the table. That's still alive and kicking. Caitlyn has the opportunity, just like Allie, to break these generational curses. I don't know if she's going to. There's also a lot of gaslighting and manipulation. Lally's tone-deaf response to the defense even asking for an investigation. I also saw yesterday that Karen Reed had to put her house on the market. If everyone donates $1, then we can pay for her defense fund. To me, this is Aaron and Paul O'Keefe. I know they're not on any pieces of paper. I know they're not there. Well, I don't know if Paul could have made it any clearer. This word, our friends from the sky actually don't like that word because it just means, it's like using the word illegal aliens. It makes them different, which then dehumanizes them and allows people to do crazy stuff. And this, to me, he's a nice little guy, but it's an alien. It's like a different force. It's like a possession. This is Aaron. That's what you got. This is probably how John O'Keefe was feeling. Don't go, don't go. And people are going to riot. I wonder if they did a peaceful post-protest last night in Canton. I saw some young jerks that they talked about it. And this is dismemberment. If anyone's picking up anything intuitively from this, can you let me know? This is literally like probably the 6th time we've gotten this card. We have all of our regular players there. Oh, Karen's not here. You know what I did think of too? I think that Karen kept coming through with those super dark readings because I asked for divine protection and she is divinely protected. So for the people with Caitlyn, Albert, this little fool, it could be her, but Ethan and John have showed it to us, except John showed up here too. With Brian, the Emperor, the leader of the dark side. This is concerning. Her job puts her in a position that this might be legit. And you're just going to have to think of like rush hour traffic. It gets demonetized when I say the word. Like, the censorship here is wild. Is this Russia? Or 1984? Here's, in my personal humble opinion, Colin Albert. Here is, who's there? I think, I have to flip this back over. Higgins is air, and here's Higgins' archetype. A street energy. Here's Benifer. This could be Benifer too. Well, they both can be Jennifer. This is the fight. And someone is crying over spilled blood, literally. I'm not really getting anything for her either. I'm just getting kind of trapped, like that same energy. I guess we could ask some yes no's on her. What do we want to know? I don't even remember her testifying. I should just call it. She was there. That, I guess let's just call it. She was there. That was the conclusion. I didn't say in conclusion. I just went through it all. But in conclusion, she was there. And why don't we... Well, that was it. So she was there. That's what I guess we needed to know. If you have any more specific questions about her, let me know. And I want to do her boyfriend next. What's his name? Tristan? Tristan Morris. So I will love you and leave you. Thank you so much for coming. See you next time.